but here it is!
In today's video, I will be moving a motorcycle, moving a boat, and other fun things.
I have a lot more oil that can go in there. I put some up here, I put a box down there. This seems to have the slightest lean. Take the nut. I don't want to work on this, it's welding, and I don't know how to weld, so. Ow! Ow! Hey guys. It's very late for the 27th and very early for the 28th. Yeah, I stayed up late today. I did a little organizing of the garage. I didn't really get a before shot or record at all what I moved around, but this corner is completely different. I kind of moved around and swept stuff over here, and I got a nice little chair, because now I have a TV. Shout out That's Good Sports. Good channel. Some of this stuff was moved earlier today with my dad. This corner's swept up a little bit. These are temporary, and I moved a bunch of stuff that was in this area out to the shed. But it's looking a lot better. I will quickly go up to the attic and show that as well. I moved a couple more things, but really none of it was super exciting. It's good to document all this because I didn't record any of it while I was doing it. Okay, these are probably gonna go into the house. This area wasn't really touched all that much. This stuff was kind of just pushed against the wall. There's 2 empty bins. It is dark, so hopefully you can see, but nothing was really touched in this corner, and then some stuff again just moved closer to the wall. So there's a lot more room, and it looks a lot better. I can actually walk around and feel like there's room, and it's so exciting. Anyway, none of you out there probably care at all, but for me, this is something that has needed to happen for years, and I'm finally making progress on it. I don't think I already said, but this mower hopefully will be out in the shed tomorrow as well. I'll have to grab the battery from the Craftsman mower, put it in here, test to make sure that the blades actually spin. Once we confirm that, I'll put it out in the shed, take the battery back, put it back in the Craftsman, and then throw it out in the backyard because we'll be using this for our mower from now on. Anywho, this little update as well. A gasket was replaced somewhere in here. I don't really know what it is, but basically the gasket that we used to replace it, or I should say this is my dad's bike. He's done all the work on this. He put in a thicker gasket, so that gave it more room, blah de blah. I don't really understand it, but now there's like 2 gaskets here that are somewhere boxed up over there that need to be replaced. And maybe this little guy will be running, meaning this can get out of the way and potentially even the lift here. Goals for tomorrow are obviously moving this mower, getting that out to the shed. We have a snowblower in the backyard that needs something with a fuel line, I believe, and welding the little adjustable thing for the height of the snow that it throws on the shaft came to mind, but that's definitely not it. Anyway, bring that in here. We're going to throw it on the new lift, which I took a picture of on my phone. No, I definitely have recorded on here because it was next to the Beamer when I was cleaning that out. Speaking of, took it for a drive. Drove the same that it did before. The battery being dead didn't really have an effect on it. I think it was charged enough to be drivable. So that's parked out in the front. And I plan to put a for sale sign on it, and hopefully someone will want it. We'll see. Otherwise, I think that's it for projects. Mower, snowblower, get rid of Beamer. Maybe work on this Harley a little bit because we have the parts and we'll just try one thing, see how it works. And then I can finally move on to getting the silver Harley that's out in the back shed and throw it on the new lift that we got. I'm not really sure where. Be kind of nice to have it in this bay, but we might try to keep this bay open. I have no idea because it will most likely only be a temporary thing, because hopefully we'll get the bike running and won't need it on the lift, but we'll see. Yeah, wish me luck. I hope you enjoyed the update. I'm feeling really good about progress. I have my ups and downs. I sat around for quite a while tonight, but that's no big deal. I mean, I stayed out late. I got things done. I mean, look at this little fan keeping me cool. That's why I went up in the attic, actually, because the sun's been down for quite a few hours. So I've been able to go up there without sweating profusely like I have been these past couple weeks. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later. Okie dokie, it is the 28th. Couple updates. First off, mower has the Craftsman battery in it. It was running and mowing, which is good. So that's parked in here, which means lift was moved in here with this. Fuel line needs to be replaced, which apparently is behind this little thing. And this kind of came apart, so it needs to be re-welded. And while we're down here welding, might as well weld this one. And this will be all set, stored away until winter. What else? Moved a couple minor things. I plan on moving all these oils, which I think I recorded last night, stuff that I moved around. We got the TV in here. I got it up top where I actually wanted it. I'm gonna move some of those oils out to the shed out back, so we have a little oil cabinet, is what I was calling it. I'm going to grab the main project bike for this summer, which is a Harley Low Rider. I don't know the year, but it's silver. Show you guys it a little bit, and then I'll put you on your tripod and try to record myself moving it, because I think last time I tried to move it to the front yard, but I actually dropped it because I think it might not have brakes. I remember the brake reservoir was empty. And it feels kind of useless, but here it is. Pretty cool. Missing some things. We don't really know where the headlight is, and I don't think this is necessary, but I think that's just a cap that says Harley on it. There's another Honda over here. I think it was called definitely started with an A, like Endicott. I think that's right. And the blue Harley in there that I was talking about yesterday is a wing glide or a glide wing. I think it's a glide wing. Harley Glide Wing. Anyway, I'll put you kind of in a central spot. I did some weed whacking. Not too special or whatever, but hopefully this boat will maybe be moved next to this truck. And the tractor, which is in the front yard, we got started, but I don't know how to use the choke and the throttle, and I hadn't done anything before, so it's also out of gas, so we're just charging the battery up since we kind of wasted it trying to start it a couple times. So I'll just put you on the trailer here. I'll push it all the way through. Yeah, I figured out it had no brakes, so I just rode it straight down the ramp. I tried to use the momentum, but I really didn't get far at all. I am a little tuckered out after that. I'm not sure how I'm going to get it up this little slope right here, but I might need a second hand. Not too bad. Definitely still tiring, but got it up here, didn't drop it, maneuvered it between the vehicles. Oh, excuse me, guys. A little out of shape here. I just had a nice big bowl of mac and cheese, too. I've been liking the roll up one side maneuver I've been doing. Only need to use one clip. So it'd actually be really nice to have it parked right where this bar is so we can try to hold down the tent. On a really windy day, it definitely got some movement. I wasn't here to witness it myself, but yeah, that mower is kind of in the way, so I might move a couple things around. But I recorded the fun part, give you guys an update. I'll show you the tractor since I'm here. So I don't know the first thing about this tractor other than we used to not have one, and then we did have one. And I don't even think I've seen it move yet. I've just kind of seen it. I might have seen it running once, but it's a manual. I believe this is the clutch. There's a key, and then a little starter switch, and then another key that goes to a temporary 12-volt battery, because apparently this takes a 6-volt battery, and we don't have one that's not junk. But I might actually look real quick. Apparently there's a little Oh, is this it? I think that's the clear thing. That's apparently a fuel filter, and if it's empty, then that means you're out of gas. But to me, it looks like there's stuff in there. Anyway, plan is I'm gonna lift this up, drive it out back over here, move it out back, and I'd really like to move the boat with it while we're doing that, but I'm not sure if that's a today thing. I'm gonna go close up the shed, and fine, I'll show you one more little thing that's really not necessary, but might as well. So next to, I think this is like a 02 Dodge 1500, we got a Ford 100. I think it's from like the 60s. 68 comes to mind, but I really have no idea. 2 snowmobiles over here, 2 more snowmobiles over here. We got a push lawnmower over there. And this is our little scrapyard of God knows what. But the reason I come out here, this slot right here is probably going to be the home for the Craftsman mower way over there behind the Jeep that I forgot to point out, since I was pointing out everything else. We'll be using the big mower from now on. Things are going to be hopefully running better. The snowblower will be sitting in here. Got a couple bikes. I might move these out to that nice white shed up front, but who knows? You can actually see out this window. Here's the body of another Jeep with the roof panel. I guess it's a panel. The roof of some random van. A couple kayaks. Here's the, oh, did I call that the frame or the body? Anyway, that's the body and this is a frame. These are 2 completely different vehicles. They don't go together. But that was a little project that was supposed to happen years ago and never did. I'm hoping to keep making good progress on things. I'm probably very sweaty, don't mind that. It is very hot out. You know, saying that out loud, I don't even know if it's in the 80s. It's definitely humid. But people in Florida where it's like up to 100 and like really humid, yeah, whatever. I have to deal with the cold weather too. They don't have to do that. Sucks for them. But yeah, now we got the little silver Harley. I'm looking forward to working on this thing. I really have no idea the first place to start. I do know when we were trying to tinker around with this last summer, the brake fluid reservoir, I believe that's called on a bike, was completely bone dry. So I think we bought new fluid because it needs .5, which literally every other anything that uses brake fluid uses .4. Oh, look at this. Low Rider, just like it says. So it needs brake fluid. We'll start there, see if there's a leak. Hopefully there's not, but there probably is. So we might need to replace some lines. I don't know. It could be a lot of work, or it could just be a couple things and then it will run rough, but it'll run. So then it's more of just like maintenance here and there, and oh, there's a little leak. Maybe I'll fix it, maybe I won't, kind of thing. But I want it running at least. I just want to hear it. Maybe take it for a little test spin. Alright, well, anyway, done enough yapping. That's it for now. Later. Hello? Hello? Stop recording, please. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. I hope I don't lose this footage. This was kind of cool. Why, hello there. Today is the 29th. Little update from last night. I'm in the backyard right now with the tractor. I actually drove it over. Didn't get it on camera because it was kind of a last minute thing towards the end of the day, and I didn't want to risk having it die out on us again. But yeah, we just put it far back out of the way. I was hoping to move the boat with it, but it's really old and I kind of had a lot higher expectations than what it actually was. I might try to move the boat by hand, but as you can see, the wheels are, I would assume, completely out of air, as well as sunk into the ground quite a bit. So I might throw some air in and then, I don't know, play around, see what happens. It'd be nice just to kind of have it moved out of the way. But the other thing I'd like to do is this shed out here. I think I'm gonna grab the vacuum and some gloves and move a lot of this stuff out. It's currently locked, otherwise I'd go in and show you, but I have video from yesterday. I'm hoping to clean that out because it has a cabinet in there that I can put all of our extra oils that are taking up room in the garage, utilizing space in there, keeping it organized, and clearing up space in the garage. So first thing I'll do is grab the keys. All right, not off to the best start today. I kind of wasted most of it away. I went on a trip earlier to try to pick something up. Guy didn't respond, so we came back home. Pretty much the second we got home, he finally responded. Oh yeah, just come and get it. Yeah, I'm not driving all the way back. So I blew up the 2 tires on the trailer. This one, as you can see, doesn't hold air very well. The other one's all right. Next on the agenda, I think this is a smaller thing, but I have a car. I'm gonna try to use the car to move it. Ground's very soft. I tried my best to do it by hand, but it isn't really gonna work. So I'm gonna try to get it as close to the side of this truck as possible. First I'll line it up and see if I gotta actually switch out the ends though. So there we go, you stay there. All right, I don't really know why I left the car running. There was no need for it. But looks like I'm gonna have to swap out the tow hitch to the 1 7/8" instead of the 2 inch. No problem. And back in. And it looks like I'll have to line it up and then try to put it on because I don't think I can get that wheel any higher. Got a nice backup camera. Looks good through the camera. That's all right, I suppose. I'll pick it up, do my best to throw it on, and I guess see what happens. Oh yeah, this thing really doesn't want to move. Okay. I'll back up another that much. That might be doable. Okay. Oh yeah. No way. This thing's also too big. This isn't, yeah, this is a 1 in, wait a minute. 1 7/8. Oh man. Oh, whatever. I should have one in the garage. Not a big deal. Things happen, guys. Things happen. Yeah, see, if you had a blown up wheel on the other side, the trailer would try and move and help you. A bit. Good? I don't think so. Looks like shit. I can't really see over this way. That tire is pushing. It's not even rolling really. Going the wrong way. I was getting closer. I want it closer. Nope, don't touch anything. The wheels. Oh. It was going. Oh, I need to put it on the center block. So I'll line it up at that height and then put it under there. ladies and gents, we've made it to the 30th. It's almost the end of the month. Here's a view of the boat that we moved yesterday. But today, since I didn't get around to doing it yesterday because we had other side quests, I suppose, I'm gonna do my best to, I guess, kind of move around and somewhat sweep inside of here. I mainly want to just kind of collect the cobwebs and get rid of all of that, but it'd be a pain to get a vacuum out here, so I'm not too concerned. And we did somewhat recently kind of do a little once over sweeping, I believe. Open her up. Hope nothing runs at me. Yeah, not too bad. So I think I'll start with the edges. I don't really need to get anything out of here. I might move the two bicycles. Again, I don't need to be too particular. I'd like to be more space efficient at least. I guess I'll just get straight to it. I don't need to start sweeping because if I move everything from the edge and sweep all that, then I'll have a big pile rather than sweep this all out, move that from the edge, and then sweep the whole thing again. I don't think any of this is particularly sturdy whatsoever, so I do need to be a little bit careful. Honestly, I'm going to move these outside. We might just get rid of them. There's a lot of stuff out here that doesn't get used and that we don't need to hold on to, but some of it we just haven't bothered even trying to get rid of yet. What is this? It's like an electric chainsaw. Yeah, so this isn't really too exciting. I'm not sure how much of it I'll record. You know what? Maybe I'll just do a little time lapse so that way I can play music and it won't take up as much space as well. I don't remember if I said yesterday, but I did actually end up getting an external hard drive, which was pretty exciting. At first I couldn't figure it out, so it was actually returned for whatever reason. And I'm honestly thinking they bought it, had the same issue that I had at first, and then just said, oh, it's broken, I want a new one. But I couldn't even really tell you what the actual issue was. It just, you plug it in and it wasn't immediately recognized. I had to like manually go in and name it, but I don't know if that's what you have to do for every external hard drive like that. I've had one before, but I don't remember having to do that. Yeah, so I figured that out, moved a bunch of my videos over. Most of them were the old ones, so I'm trying to keep the more recent current videos that I'm recording somewhat on my computer in case I ever get around to editing it, which might happen soon. We'll see. No handle on the front. I'll reach around. Man, I remember hearing those things. Those used to be right next to the front door at my old house. I will move the wheels because those are for the Beamer. But yeah, I'll set up a time lapse. Yeah, I don't even know if you can see me. I'm sure the lighting's kind of wonky. That's why I partially closed the door. Anyway! Okay, so kind of done at this point. I moved around this stuff. I think it looks a lot better. We could definitely do better on top of whatever that box on wheels is. But swept all this half. That looks a lot better. I'm happy with this. I don't really want to bother with any of this stuff. That's a lot more heavy stuff, and like the bikes are kind of an odd shape. I don't want to damage anything or bother with that. This corner also isn't like too bad with the spider webs up in the corner. But this was the main focus. Now I have access to this cabinet. There were a couple spider eggs and like an old hornet's nest that was over in this corner that I swept out. That was not exactly comfortable to do. I'll look through this because I have a lot more oil that can go in there, and I'll probably try to utilize that bottom shelf better as well. In the long term of all of this, now we have a lot more room in here. Most of the things I left outside hopefully won't be coming back in here, but we'll see. So we can put a couple things in here to store for the winter. And yeah, start moving oil out here. I don't think I'll record that. I might take a video once I'm all done with that. I also got my other set of Beamer wheels out. I'm gonna bring those up to the car, and you know, life is pretty good. I guess that's it for this part. All this stuff I'll take care of off camera, figure out what the best spot is for it. I'll start filling up that cabinet. All right, well, I'll chat with you guys later. Okay, I just carted out all the oils as well as my Beamer wheels and put them in the trunk of the car. As I was doing it, I realized I never took a picture of the trunk, but I also still don't have the rear seat, and I don't know when I'd post it, if soon at all. Anywho, hopefully the lights are adjusted by now. Lighting, I should say. I can see the screen actually. I put some up here, I put a box down there. I didn't really touch that because I kind of organized that, I don't know, maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago. But looks good to me. Like I said, I'll leave this. Those oils are all good. So only one more thing to do with that snowblower, and that should be fairly simple, and it should start up. Once it does, we'll store it back in that shed. Another thing that was noticed is this seems to have the slightest lean. It took me a little bit to see it, but I eventually did. Looking at this left side, it kind of overlaps weird, and there's a gap on that little thing there, but not on this side here, so I don't know, it almost looks like there should be a gap because that looks like a bushing, and this one's just gone or ripped off or something. So the lift will probably have to be repaired before we actually throw that Harley Low Rider on here. Yeah, good progress. Getting towards that time of the day when we have to leave and go pick up this snowblower attachment for a lawnmower. I actually have the guy's address now. I'm pretty sure I saw the exact house that he was at because we went there yesterday. I don't think I told this story on camera. We found it. It was free. We went to get it. The guy didn't respond. We didn't wait for the guy's response before going there. But we figured, whatever. Maybe we'll find it on the side of the road. But then again, it's heavy and the pictures were like in a little barn. We get there, go down the street, don't see anything. Turn back around. I stopped at someone's house and asked him, oh, you got any idea potentially? I was kind of hoping that would be the house, but it wasn't. They suggested a house, which I'm pretty sure is the house that it is, but we didn't see it. We were ready to go home, got home, and as soon as we got home, I got a message from the guy, oh yeah, where are you? Come get it. Whatever. So we're going back today. Hopefully that won't be too bad of a drive. I might be done for the day. I don't want to work on this. It's welding, and I don't know how to weld, so it was going to be a bit of a learning experience, but I do have a little list. I don't think I've even showed you guys this. I got a couple things I can cross off here. So this is the current list. I kind of add somewhat easier things and then I just erase them. Let's see. I'll give you POV. I did move the boat, as we saw. I did the oil cabinet, clean out shed. I did what I meant while writing this. So now we have to weld the blower, move. There's the Craftsman mower, but that one might wait a little bit because there's probably at least half a tank of gas that we're hoping to go through before we store it away because we don't want it to, be an issue. You know what I mean. So Yeah, and the only other two things currently are the gasket that's on the Harley over there, and then putting the silver Harley in place of this blower. I'll have to either think of new things to do or finally get this thing out of here. It's not like it's been sitting here for forever, so that's good, but I haven't worked on it yet. I've been doing other things. Hope you enjoyed. It hasn't been too entertaining recently, but this has been more of like a laid-back, chill, do whatever kind of thing. Catch you later, I guess, unless I have another update later, but probably not. Bye-bye. So this right here is the cart for welding. One of these wheels had all the ball bearings fall out. Didn't have enough ball bearings to put it in there, so we found new wheels to put on, but we needed to screw around and use another nut as a spacer and put the bolts in through the opposite way. Over here I put the bolts in the wrong way, just trying to line it all up to get it in. And Dad thought that would be funny to show. So you can watch me do it again. All the bolts go through this way. I got the bolts in. Now I'm going to use the oversized nuts as spacers. So that way it can clear the plastic on the sides. That was the hard part. Not too bad. First try. Take the nut. Uh-oh. The stupid plastic thing is... Oh yeah, because I gotta screw the damn things through on this side. Tighten this. So now the bolts poke through on the other side plenty, so I can throw the washers and nuts on. This top corner was a pain because I can't get a socket over it. Washer, nut. Socket still doesn't fit on that one. I got the socket on there. By hand is probably enough for this one. Okay. Oopsie. Moment of truth. It's probably twice as good as it was before. So now those wheels are nice and thick. It's not perfect, but it, I don't know, whatever. And this is going to be living next to the new generator home over here. This was all cleared out. Move these. Well, hello. I think today is the 1st of June. I'm welding. That is all. Enjoy. Yeah, does this have like a different setting? Because it seemed visible.
It's an insta arc. Once you make an arc, it goes dark.
Oh. So I just push it and then it...
Yep, once you touch the metal, bump it out a little. Okay, try touching the metal, see if it arcs. Pull the trigger.
Oh. Ow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
that puddle.
Wow.
You gotta keep the puddle. You don't skip around. See that?
Wow.
Get closer. You're too far away. A little bit slower. Don't move quite as fast. Not too bad. When I told you to go slower, better.
Yep.
Burning my poor table.
Oh. It got like too long.
Let's call that good. Now put your shield down. Clean it up. Oop. Standing right in front of the camera. Is it on?
Yeah.
Now take that point. Take the point, put it right in there and drag it.
Might actually. I didn't even think about that. It might be all screwed up because of the door being open, so the lighting was all adjusted. Or even when I had it over there. Not too bad. Probably save that for a different day, or
What?
the handle thing on the.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Oh.
It's up to you. Do you think you can weld it?
I think I can. I just might want to. Well, I can put these arm things on. A little hot.
Let's get around to find out.
Holy. That's sparking a lot.
Yeah, bad connection.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yep.
Oh.
Ow, I burned your toes. So you're going to be doing this one here.
And I want to move backwards?
Just once you start, pick a direction, whichever.
Okay.
Ow! Ow! Burnt the glove. Yeah, try not to have any flat surfaces. Yeah, put it off your hand, it burnt it.
That's all.
Hey, you got
I
lucky.
say it's like right here.
You got lucky.
Ooh.
Forgot all
Yeah, I
about
see
it.
what you mean. The fingers are like stubby. Did I even... Oh! No, I don't know if I'm even getting it. I think I'm just welding onto the bottom part. I'm gonna try the front side.
That sounds pretty good.
It felt good.
Doesn't look so good.
Yeah. That looks ugly.
Ow! Sitting right on top of my foot.
I feel like because it's feeding up, it's like, it's not constant.
All right, let's take a look.
You guys excited? Haha. Yeah, bumpy. Oops. That looks a little better. It's like 100 tack welds are just...
Called bubble gum.
Yeah. Cool.